Back. Um, so I want to ask you how you feeling about your game as you see Hazeltine. Is this the first time?
Yeah, it'd be the first time this afternoon I'll go out there and play. But Italy it was nice to go back out there and start playing again and not worrying about Ryder Cup qualification. So it's nice to have that weight off my shoulders and go out back out and play golf again.
You have some team golf experience playing the Eurasia Cup and the Walker Cup, both I think winning efforts for you and your mates. Do you think that helps you this week, or is the Ryder Cup a different breed of cat?
Obviously, I think they'll help you a little bit, but obviously the Ryder Cup it's magnified tenfold. I think the pressure's obviously going to be much more, and the atmosphere is going to be twice as much as it was probably at the other two events. But I think Eurasia Cup, there's a few guys got in the team that have made it here as well. So I think the team camaraderie and the bonding from there is it carries on into this as well. So they'll think that'll help as well.
Absolutely. All right, let's hit the floor here. Let's start on the left with number 2, please.
Hi, Andy. Despite this being your first Ryder Cup as a competitor, can you maybe shed some light on your favorite Ryder Cup moment as a fan or a spectator?
I think Medina, when Poltz birdied them last 3 holes to get it back to a half, and then you could just see the momentum totally shifted there. And I think, looking back, it was purely down to that match where Europe really come out the next day fighting. I think that was one of the special moments for me watching.
Number 3, please.
Andy, obviously there's a hell of a lot of talk and hype around the Ryder Cup. Has it so far lived up to your expectations, and what's been the favourite bit so far?
It's like the 2 weeks before it was sort of obviously I know I'm in the team and it was exciting, and then I put on my travel gear Monday morning to get on the plane, and you just pinch yourself. It was actually real. So putting on the attire in the morning was just it's like I say, it's just a dream come true, and I just can't wait to get going now. And like I say, sometimes I go to bed at night and just need to pinch myself that I'm here.
Far right, number 1.
Andy, have you sought the counsel of any of the players that have been through a Ryder Cup before and asked them, what can I expect?
Yeah, I obviously spoke to Roars a little bit, and I spoke to a few of the vice captains and obviously Darren as well about it quite a lot. And he said in America, obviously it's going to be an atmosphere and quite one-sided. So I know what to expect in that sort of element of it. But it's okay, someone always telling you what to expect, but obviously you'll take your own experiences out of it and realise what it's all about when you're there in the moment.
Number 3, straight back here.
Hi. Great, thank you. Hi, Andy. Great to see you here. I've been asking Rory about stepping onto that first tee at a Ryder Cup. Obviously, you're yet to experience that, but many players describe it as one of the greatest stages in sports worldwide. What are your thoughts and what are your impressions on that?
Obviously, again, I've talked to quite a few of the guys about the first tee shot as well as other things, and they said they're not sure which golf ball to hit most of the time. So I'm pretty sure at the moment, for me, it's massive excitement. I can't wait to there. But when Darren gives me the opportunity to play, I'm sure I'll be a little nervous. But it's a Ryder Cup. I'm sure I wouldn't be human if I wasn't. So, but again, it's just amazing that I'm got the opportunity to go and showcase myself on one of the biggest stages in the world.
2 on the left, please.
Hi, Andy. Apologies, but you've probably answered this already, but I just wondered if you could give us a flavour of what it's been like in the first 24, 48 hours of being in a Ryder Cup team room and the Ryder Cup environment.
Just amazing to mix with some of the best guys in the world and just have a chance to mingle with them all the time, and pick their brains on what stuff you do and like how they approach it and stuff they do. It's just been incredible. It's really opened my eyes up to a few things in sort of preparation into tournaments and things like that. I think you learn from the best, and that this is the stage where I want to be at in my golf game, and I want to learn from the best.
Follow-up question here.
Sorry. Follow-up question. Could you expand on that a little bit? What exactly you're picking up from them in terms of preparation?
Yeah, like obviously just the timings of where you're going and things like that, just getting a familiarity with the place and things, and just handling how you handle things like it, just in general, like when you're walking onto the first tee and stuff, little things like that, and like remembering to breathe and stuff like that, Roy was saying. So, just little, only little things, nothing massively influential, but just again, it might help me out in the long run of things.
Number 1, please.
And Paul McGinley had goldfish in European colours in the team room at Glen Eagles. Can you talk us through a little bit through the makeup of the team room here? Anything unusual in there? Any good images?
There's one absolutely fantastic image. I think it's a picture of Darren, a place where Darren lives near, and it's rocks basically shoulder to shoulder. So that's his motto for the week, and he's got a picture lined up of all the players just shoulder to shoulder, and it's quite motivating when you look at yourself on there and see the guys you're standing up next to. And I think that's probably one of the best images there. But generally, I think the best part of the team room is the darts board. I think that's where I'm going to find myself taking down a few of the boys in there.
We'll go 3 and then 2. Number 3, please.
Hi, Andy. There's been talk in the ferocious build-up of maybe Tiger Woods being used as a kind of intimidating figure for the rookies. Would him being plonked on the sideline, would that be somebody you'd quite relish him if he was watching you?
I'd anyone that comes to watch me play golf would be quite happy. But if Tiger come and stand next to me and watch me play golf, I'd be I don't think I'd get nervous. I just want to impress him almost and just go out there and do my thing and give him a little smile and a handshake and congratulate him on what he's done for golf.
Right here on the left. What number is it? 2, please.
Hi, Andy. When Rory was in earlier, he was talking about Davis Love's comment about this US team maybe being the greatest ever. Just curious, what did you think when you first heard that? And how much has that been spoken about in the European team room?
It hasn't been spoken about very much, but on paper they're a unbelievable side, and every one of them deserves their right to be there. You can see that. But again, you look at it from most years, and I remember watching it on telly in the build-ups. Europeans generally go in as the underdogs, but as recent years have shown, they've done pretty well out of it. So hopefully there's a common theme there, and we do get the job done this year as well.
Okay, Andy, let's go back to number 3, please.
Andy, who's the heavyweight darts player so far, and is there any kind of side competition going on here or a prize up for grabs?
I think Pultz's caddy Terry's pretty good, so I think he's gonna properly take me down. But at the moment, I'm top dog. I'm quite happy with that. I've only played 2 people though, so I'm chirping a bit early there.
On the right to Doug, please.
What is your first Ryder Cup experience in person on television? Obviously not this week, but in person television, and what were your impressions and memories?
I remember being very, very young, and I remember watching it because my friend of mine, Paul Broadhurst, played at Kira Island, and I remember it being quite hostile atmosphere back in that one. But obviously, Langer missing the putt to win or to effectively lose it in the end. I think that's just what the Ryder Cup's about, isn't it? Things like that, and that's the things you remember. It can be on a knife edge at times, and it might be a little bit of a hostile atmosphere, but I think that's the awesomeness and the pressure you play in, and that's why it's so good to play in.
Follow-up question with number 1.
However you want to define the word hostile environment, what's the closest you've come to playing in such a thing?
I haven't been close to playing in a hostile environment. It's just what people, what I've asked people, and that's what I've been told that it's going to be a bit of a hostile atmosphere. Not in there. I don't think that hostile atmosphere is probably not the right word to use, but again, it'll be a one-sided crowd to say, obviously being in America and there's not so many Europeans out here, maybe that's what I meant.
Okay, Andy Sullivan, thank you for your time, and please enjoy your week.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.